2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
All right, Beamer, your thoughts on Brooke and her rivalry?
It was Brooke who won their most recent encounter, so let's expect some fireworks this week, Luke.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. That's an awful error. Rich, what kind of mojo do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Beautiful shot. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Currently 1 under for the event. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Just didn't drop. Par putt coming up here. Good stroke. Was on a good line. And this one will be for bogey. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property that there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Looking great now.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, that's a bit disappointing. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, so close. Putting now for a bogey. And the putt drops, but that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
He's currently tied for 7th. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
He's eyeing this up and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Handy effort, that one. And if this can go down, he'll save par.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Just a couple back from our leader. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Ouch, that hurts. And back to the play, shall we? And a chance to get back to even with the card with this putt.
This really looks good.
Just hammered that through the line. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Oh, just missed. Putting for a bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Quality shot, that one. Rich, we know these days with the PGA Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on. Because you can't go around either the North or the South course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well. Your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair. And I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Wow. Came close on that one. Well played. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. And stepping up the standings after that effort. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Well played, mate. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
It's a little wayward. Getting ready to play their third. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
Well done. He finds himself in a share of 4th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
This one's for birdie. Hey, nice looking line. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, that's a ripper.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
Look, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Even for the day. Currently tied for 3rd position. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
Here's Brooke Henderson.
puff of wind blowing right to left.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot. It doesn't seem like it's a tough one. And here we are with their fourth. One stroke off the lead. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
I tell you, Luke, final 9, find themselves one back. Do you like the position or don't you? I personally do. Go chase down that leader. What a gargantuan tee shot.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Not a bad play, that one. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ooh. It's just about 3 feet away. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
"19 feet to the cup. That's frustrating. That's disappointing. This one's for bogey. And there it is. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Was on a good line. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Should find the green here. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. And this putt to move into second place. Kate. Steady now. This putt is for a share of second. It's got a chance. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
They can't quite see the green here, Luke, because it's elevated. It's much higher. They're definitely going to have to club up.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with that now, back to level par.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Should find the green.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival, Brooke Henderson.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This one's looking good. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. He's currently in a share of top spot. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
This shot from around 210 yards. He shares top spot. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. One under with a handful to go.
All right, folks, get ready. This should be fun.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Let's get back to it, shall we? Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Well hold. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front, mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Ooh, right by the hole. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Putt is underway.
That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Currently 1 under for the round. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Oh, come on. This would be a good one to hole. A chip for the tournament. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
Looks good.
Oh, so close. And now this, to win the Farmers Insurance Open. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.